this first part of the lesson, we will synthetically address the theme of waste management and circular economy at Polimi. Why is this topic so important? The European Parliament has recently updated the current waste management rules, including new targets for recycling, packaging and landfilling. In particular, recycling and packaging are the key elements of the Circular Economy Action Plan, adopted by the European Commission in December 2015. This ambitious plan includes measures that will help stimulate Europe's transition towards a circular economy. For a long time, our economy has been linear. Raw materials are used to make products, which then become waste and are thrown away, sometimes shortly after their production, like, for example, packaging. The Circular Economy Action Plan establishes a concrete and ambitious set of actions with measures addressing the whole cycle, from raw material extraction, design, production and consumption, to waste management and the creation of a market for secondary raw materials. So, as a part of its continuous effort to transform Europe's economy into a more sustainable one and to implement the ambitious Circular Economy Action Plan, in January 2018, the European Commission adopted the latest set of measures, including, for example, a Europe-wide strategy for plastics in the circular economy. New waste rules that make EU global frontrunner in waste management and recycling. In particular, new recycling targets have been established for municipal waste: 55% to 2025, 60% to 2030, and 65% to 2035, and for different waste streams. In this framework, in accordance to the United Nations SDGs, SDG 12 in particular, Politecnico has progressively upgraded its infrastructures and services and has developed specific projects, both for operational needs and to raise awareness and educate. Since 2011, in accordance to CIT Studi Sustainable Campus Project's goals, Politecnico has introduced new waste bins for separate waste collection all over the campus, in indoor and outdoor spaces, and has drafted a Sustainable Code of Behavior, the Wiki Code, which contains a section specifically dedicated to waste management. In the following part, we will analyze the most important Politecnico initiatives. First of all, a process of identification of the collection point with the higher visibility was carried out. Then recycling bins were positioned, reaching a good quality of waste collection in all buildings and departments, together with small compactors for plastic bottles and cans as a pilot project. In addition, to increase users' awareness, a series of educational materials were prepared: posters, waste welcome cards, leaflets, and so on. Moreover, guidelines for waste collection were introduced in the students' residencies. A correct collection is still one of the main issues among international students with very different cultural habits.